The built-in plot function is a simple way to visualize information. With this function, an array can be used as the input variable. When the function is called, it will open a new figure window with a two-dimensional axis. Here, the vertical axis is used for the value of each element within the array. The horizontal axis is used for the element number. By default, a line is drawn to connect the value of the elements within the array. Let's take a look at the basics of using the plot function. Here I'm going to demonstrate the basics of using the built-in plot function for Matlab. Let's say we have some information stored in an array. As an example, I'm going to pick some arbitrary values. 7, 4, 8, -3, 0, -2, and 1. Let's assign this array to a new variable. We'll call it y. We can execute this command, and now we have this variable to work with. Let's plot it. Type out plot, and then inside of parentheses, we're going to put this variable y. We can execute this command. Matlab will open up a brand new figure window. Let's look at what's being displayed. Here, along the vertical axis, we're looking at the value of each element. And then along the horizontal axis, we're looking at the element number. So referring back to our array here, our first element has a value of 7. Our second element has a value of 4. Our third element has a value of 8. And so on until our last element, which is the 7th element, has a value of 1. By default, Matlab will draw a straight line to connect the value from one element to the next. Another closely related function to plot is one called stem. In fact, you can use it very similarly. Here, inside of parentheses, we're going to use the variable y. Now when we execute this command, our figure window looks slightly different. Rather than drawing a line between each element, what's happening here is we're using a bubble for the value of each element. This type of stem plot is common to see with audio signals and also audio systems. So those are the basics of using the plot and stem functions in Matlab.